Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on this show, even though they're late, are not necessarily those of X Ministry, X Media Group, and or its affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. Some of this content may be adult in nature, so please use discretion while watching with your kids.
Hey, it's still
use discretion.
early.
Discretion.
I use discretion when we're watching TV.
La, 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 la,
Here we go.
Good morning. Coming in live from X Media Group headquarters here in the beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive. And Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay.
Dude, you did it.
I did it. I knew I was going to. Matt and Steve. It's going to be, we've only got one more day to really worry about it.
But you know what? If you goof up, it's so close to being gone that
Watch this. I got to fix this.
it's okay.
I've got the power. Was before.
Oh, Susan won't be. She's at a tire place. She won't be watching this
So
morning.
she's tired.
She's at a tire place. She won't be watching. She'll watch tonight. She said.
And for those of you who don't know, all right, so let me go ahead and back this off. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Steve. It's that's going to be really hard. We've only got one more day to get through. For those of you who don't know, there's going to be an indefinite pause in the production of the Morning Drive while we, take breaks and get some sabbatical going on.
Oh yeah,
and
much needed sabbatical.
There will be your show.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them are going to be pre-recorded, but you guys won't know that. Well, you will. There are really, really diehard, friends that watch every day,
Especially the ones that we go to church with.
Yes, i.e., Larry and Jackie.
Exactly. And Becky.
And Becky, and man, we got so many great people that tune into this show all the time. And, even if it was just the three of yous, we'd still do this. That's in the beginning of the Morning Drive back years and years ago. That was back in 2015. I caught myself watching the numbers all the time because I could tell who was watching, but how many servers were linked up to watching us. Now, there could be 1,500 people looking at us at that point in time,
Right.
but it only shows as one because of the server in the area, right? But I used to say, you know what? Even if there's two people listening to us, we're still going to do this.
Right.
Even if there's one person, we're still going to do this because we're talking about Jesus.
Exactly.
I noticed on Rooster's show yesterday, he said God like 10 times, and then Jesus right after that, and he got them all out of the way. He was talking about that. He's like, yeah, so we'll probably, I don't know if, let me get on here so I can visit with everybody.
And his show is going away.
Yep. Yeah, there will no longer be Morning Mouth. But I guess he's going. I think he's tearing out on his own, building his own platform, which is okay. Not everybody wants to do what it is that I do and what it is that Jay does and what it is that you do.
Exactly.
Let's just face it. This is a nonprofit organization. So all of us are volunteer.
Right.
And, not everybody has all that time during the week to dedicate to this because not everybody believes in the vision as much as we do.
Right.
And the vision is unity in Christ through the Holy Spirit and doing the right thing. Now we're going to find a way to shorten that, make it a little easier.
Because, you tend to...
Morning, Steve Schultz.
You tend to mumble, yeah, Steve.
You should come and be on the show with us tomorrow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Can you come on the show tomorrow, Steve? Be here at 7:30?
That would be cool.
Kind of because it's our last show.
Right.
We don't know how long. And I figure Steve Schultz was one of the first people that was on our show as a guest and he
Mhm.
was a weekly guest. And I think it would only be fitting that he kind
I
of,
think so. He would add to the memories. Like we're going to talk about memories, and I'm hoping to see some video clips.
yeah. Tomorrow, yeah, I'm gonna have to find some video clips. I downloaded a new it's a free base platform of video editing, and it's a drag and drop editor. So you
Ooh.
drag your media, you drag the effect, and drag it over what part of the video you want it to be on. It's gonna be fun to play around with. I'm probably gonna end up paying for the premium version, which is like $100 for a year, and you get unlimited stock video and unlimited stock pictures and stock effects and stuff that you'll have access to. And then you can buy other ones individually. It's going to be great
Oh yeah.
because I'm working on a show and I haven't figured the logistics out yet, but where I will be teaching you, the viewer, how to smoke meat or how to barbecue. You know,
Man.
because a lot of the times it's scary. Just it's a very daunting looking task.
And if you see somebody else doing something you cringe, you go, ooh.
Yeah.
And especially if you've been doing it a long time and you're a professional or you've been doing it a while, and then you see somebody else coming along that you think is professional, or you think that's all of a sudden you see how they're really doing it. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah. Can't go to the fair. Oh, got to go to the. Yeah, he's got to go to the fair and carve.
Oh,
Well, it was worth a shot. I think
it.
it would only be fitting for you to be in the going away party.
Oh yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of big changes around here. We started talking about this the other day, but it was glitching out, so nobody really actually saw it.
Right.
There's going to be quite a few shows that we're going to have to get rid of, and it's not
Yep.
that they're doing anything wrong. It's just I'm taking a break, and I want to be able to work on these videos of smoking meat and stuff, how-to videos. We want to work on less videos but higher quality.
Right.
Instead of having 15 shows that are pretty much identical, I want to have different content and higher quality, with editing and things like that. So it looks more professional and people will enjoy watching it more.
I'm working on a kid show.
We will be broadcasting the recordings live. We're going to be premiering them live here while we're here in the office. So it's going to be great. Now, Lynn Morris and Changing Times with him and Don Blackard will be on Wednesdays. And then I think we're moving the It's Your Call guys. Actually, we're going to start pre-recording the It's Your Call starting Monday, since I'll be here anyways for Dr. Paul's last show. We're going to record like 2 or 3 hours a week. So we have a stock of pre-recorded videos that I can just plug in and there you go. And I got all kinds of ideas and visions for the future, because we want to have a couple of good videos where we find good sponsors, and we'll be able to expand from there.
Yeah, I'm working since I'm getting better. I'm working on getting sponsors for the show, whether they're here in Springfield or whether they're in Branson. But I know I can get some sponsors. It's just I haven't been able to do it because I've been unable to physically. And
well, yeah, I mean, you've been going through a lot.
Yep, and hopefully this is the tail end. September 22nd, I go I'm hoping the last time to Columbia, and hopefully there's no surgery, and if there is, hopefully it's cut and dry, and no pun intended.
That's nuts.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I'm pulling up my video here, just making sure. Do we have any funny videos lined up on here? I wonder. I bet you we do.
There's some classics. I know there is.
And I know we turned all the equipment on this morning.
Or we don't have any outtakes, do we? Outtakes that are kind of hilarious. I mean,
morning, Laura Alford. Welcome to the party. I don't know. We're about to find out. It's your call. I got my drive on here.
We need to continue to pray for Randy Barr.
Is he still getting worse?
Well, he's leveled off as far as I know, but it doesn't look good.
5-minute shorts for real. Dog Dream. Did we already watch any of these?
I don't know.
Here's some behind the scenes stuff.
That he did.
Yeah, but no, this is behind the scenes. Yeah, that Johnny Rooster did.
Oh, for us.
Yeah, and what is this one? That's a 2-minute long video. All right, I'm gonna look at it anyways. We're gonna just be doing stuff. I'm gonna get a couple videos loaded here. Because and Rooster put these together for us, and I'm gonna utilize them, because they're funny, they're good stuff.
Yeah, I've had shed a tear, and I don't mean in a bad way. It's just they're that funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it is kind of sad. We've been doing the morning drive for 6 years now. In July 7th, it was 6 years we've been doing the morning drive and building this up bit at a time. And my first thought was, we'll just shut it all down for a month, until we can get somebody trained. And then, I'm not going to let all that we've built fall to the wayside. Compromise is important in life, by the way. That's another thing we can talk about. The compromise, you got to find a way to compromise with people.
Mm-hmm. You got to come to the middle,
right?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
So many people right now are leaning, it's that scale, but they're leaning towards more the disagree than they are the agree. And that's when we have problems, and it breaks out into the street, it breaks out in the news. And then that's what I think you and I were talking about. We don't even watch the news.
No, I don't watch the news either.
There's some news platforms that are conservative that are better to watch, but
how long has it been? That's what I should have not got off topic there. Today's title is how long has it been since you've done some of the things you used to love to do? Some people are like, I used to play guitar, man. I love to do it, but I just don't do it anymore. Oh, these things are vibrating. See, check it out. You can hear them. Put them on the. That wasn't fun. Anyways, let's see. What have I pretty much do stuff that I used to love to do. I'm pretty immature, so I kind of don't grow out of it. I used to build model cars.
Mm-hmm.
But my attention span is not very long. So, I mean, I did a good job at it. I went right. I didn't go to one of the less experienced one that you just snap together. No, I got the ones that you had to paint the motor parts, paint the car, the doors, all that stuff. And then you had to put the decals on it. And the first one I ever did, there was a 66 Malibu Super Sport, which is one of my favorite cars. And a 66 Malibu Super Sport and a 66 Chevelle Super Sport, they're all the same. They all look alike. They just have a different tag on them.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know the differences. Now, Dad would have been able to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And we're excited, too, because also the Veterans Church hasn't been on in a while, and we're working on that. I was much more adventurous in my younger years, Laura said. I miss going to the barn swings with my friends. That has been at least 20 plus years. We never actually went to the barn swings together, did we, Laura? I'd go over to Laura's house and we'd just sit and jam, and her dad and everybody, we just all played music together. And
wow,
had a lot of fun. I even house sat for them while they were out of town. I remember thinking, yes, I'm 16 years old, right? I'm not used to living by myself or anything. I'm like, freedom, man. I get to reign at this house while they're gone, and they got me all kinds of like pizzas and stuff like that. Well, here's this, and this. And he had, Laura, your dad had an older car that was I was going to buy it. I was actually going to trade him across for I had a 84 Dodge Rampage, which
Ooh,
I should have kept that car.
you should have.
Because there's, I mean, it ran good. It looked pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, but I used to love to see what did I used to do that I loved to do, but don't do it anymore. What about you, Steve?
Well, as a kid in the
Morning,
70s,
Becky.
in the 70s, we would have to wait till after dark, but we did flashlight tag.
Flashlight tag. Remember Red Rover too?
Oh, Red Rover. We did the Red Rover. We did flashlight tag. We did freeze.
I miss playing outside until the street lamps came on. And then you'd hear all these kids' parents calling them home.
It was so funny. You could hear the echoes in the neighborhood.
Give me 5 more minutes. Can I have 5 more minutes? And then you say, yeah, most of the time. And then 5 more? No, get your butt in this house. It was great. It was great.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And it's like,
I see kids
come
playing
home
outside.
now.
I see these kids when I'm driving down my road. That there's these kids that they are outside a lot, and they're playing basketball. They have a basketball goal on the side of the road, and they always get out of the way. They don't like stay in the way, obviously, but they're playing outside like we used to. I'm like, it's really good to see teenagers and kids playing outside. Because that's what we used to do, man. We used to play until 70s, after dark.
Man, that was the thing, when I was growing up. And so there was those games. There was the
72 Chevelle.
Ooh.
Oh, your dad said it was his back then. But yeah, that was a beautiful, and it was a olive green, wasn't it? If I remember correctly, it may have been black. I don't know. Dad was worried I would kill myself on it. Okay, so it looks like we have here real quick. Just a little short video of some behind-the-scenes stuff with Jay working. I haven't pre-watched this, but we're obviously not going to be inappropriate on it or anything. But just to kind of get an idea about what happens behind these scenes. I wonder if I can... Anyways, I'm going to have to build another one where we can watch them, like, up on the board here. Oh well, yeah. So we'll just let you guys have a look at this. Take a look.
See what's broadcasting, right?
Well, you're not going to avoid switching them unless because
Well, we'll be able to move it, but I can wire these together as a harness so that you just take the black computer harness, plug all of the inputs and outputs in. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It does have it? Mm-hmm. Is that the broadcast?
Yeah. Well, that's not the broadcast. No. In
It's
order
going
to
to have
show
another 4 square in it.
it's
So they can see what's on deck. We want that. Full screen. Let's try full screen. Well, we want that because that way they can see what's on deck, see who's hitting ready.
I just want to let you guys know that. So we were talking about at this time how to try and show people what we do and how to let you see what we're doing on the computers on there. Anyways, 11 minutes, last minute tweaks. That's what's coming up here.
They can see the commercial on deck. That can be a cue, right? And bring the commercial up. That's a cue, 10 seconds. Right. I'm just trying to find the preview screen.
Sorry.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J,
Lynn,
yeah, I'm going to do something different.
N, O,
can speak Greek. Be my guest. Go ahead and talk.
T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
We're all set. Thank you. Lynn?
I'm going to do something different. Changing times. CHANGINGPINES.
Oh, well, is that better? That's not going to work. Go ahead. Talking to like, is it too loud still? We're trying to say right there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, Ms. Jennifer.
Did you get the tags?
I did not. I have not got that yet.
Did you remove the old ones?
No.
Should I, or do you want?
It's pretty loud. What time we got? Okay, we got 3 minutes.
Because I can do
We
it.
were just saying we love it when they're all sped up. Anyways, 55 seconds.
All right, so we'll give them a second. Steve.
Now I will. Oh yeah, you can't hear it at the moment, but I'm playing their
3,
music.
2, 1.
Good morning, everyone out there. Welcome to Changing Time. I'm the co-host Lynn Morris,
I'm co-host Dawn Lockard.
and we welcome you today to our 7th show.
Now you push that button until it starts.
Just keep holding it until it starts.
Okay, so that's just a little bit of, but we got some more behind the scenes stuff.
man,
coming
that's
up
going to be
here.
tomorrow, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean it's 8:26. It's really fun looking back at some of the stuff that we've done.
So how long has it been?
How long has it been? I mean, I still love doing this. This is something, and I'm also in the process of taking a Google Career Certificate program for IT support. I'm real excited about that.
Wow, you and Cody are going to be like,
I learned how to, what do you call it? How to code break binary, essentially, not code break. Well, it's just like code breaking, but how to read binary or interpret binary code, ones and zeros. Really, really cool. And I'm learning how to put together, take apart and put together or build a computer right now.
yeah, my brother did that for a while, and I'm telling you what, it's fun. If you really are into that, it can be a lot of fun. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah. We got plenty of computers lying around that I can take apart and put back together, practice. So Becky says, where's Jay been? Jay has been working. He had to work because of some situations where, not now he has to try and work full time if he can. So, yeah, so he hadn't been able to be here because he's got basically 2 jobs at the moment. So, and it's really great because he works where I work, and he works around the same hours. I think I go to work an hour earlier than he does, and we're in close proximity to one another, which is great. Jay and I used to sit on the porch and talk all the time.
Front porch conversations.
Yeah, front porch convo.
Combo.
And I miss doing that. And I'll be able to do that now. And I'm sorry, I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt. I hope that doesn't offend any of you guys. I don't think it does though. But how long has it been since? Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past that you don't do anymore that you kind of miss doing?
We'd love to hear from you.
I haven't seen Larry Melton on here yet. Have
Wow, no.
you?
I wonder where he's been. Jackie didn't say anything about anything going on, so I know she's been doing a lot of gardening and she hasn't been able to watch, but she tries to listen.
Y'all be sure and stay hydrated out there, man. It's so humid.
By the way, we are under a heat advisory until now. They just extended it till 9:00 tomorrow night. They're talking about just not the real feel, but the actual air temperature of 99. So they're talking about 108, 109. So it's going to be brutal out there, folks. If you're in the Branson, Springfield area, please hydrate.
Yeah, well, everywhere, because it's, I was feeling pretty rough yesterday, and I think I got overheated. And I have an office with air conditioning.
Yeah.
But by the end of the night, I was just like, I was so tired, wore out.
Rachel was, she said, I don't understand it. I'm so worn. I said, heat will do that to you if you're not careful. And then, I didn't realize, why am I so wet? Well, it's the sweat. And, just standing there, you can actually.
So we got another behind the scenes video. And it's one everybody's seen before. We have actually used it to open up. I think it's, you guys will love this. Let's watch this.
Are you guys still on the sandwich thing?
No, I passed that.
Okay, let me start by saying I This is not the one I thought it was. So this is a new one. So it's going to be great. Let's do it.
No, it's about how boring Jim's content is when he's typing up something, nobody's reading it. It's only coming from Pam. That's the only person we listen to.
There are
Because
people
she's
out
not
there-
boring. Jim's boring.
There are hey,
Jim whining is
there are
boring.
people out there that read those. Dr. Paul.
Dr.
reads them.
Paul's 85 years old.
We're not 85.
That's
In
not.
case you didn't notice.
Official documents are not supposed to be exciting.
We love Dr. Paul. It's
Right.
just this is not. We're not email
Do we
readers.
though?
No.
Open your ears. He's got a lot.
Well, you're
to
not readers
offer.
at all.
Well,
No.
of course, there's
Are you
good.
literate?
You know what? Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I realize I'm a cartoonist for a reason. I'm just looking at the picture. So you're right. Consider the source is probably not the most intellectual source,
You're
but I'm
advocating
still.
today?
I'm advocating Jim today.
You're
I-
just
I'll
because.
admit I don't always read the emails all the way through, but
Oh,
they
come
are
on.
necessary.
This guy.
He's an underdog.
I'm
Butt
also
kisser.
I'm also a
He feels
board
you
member,
going down.
so I have to read.
You're
his
also a
stuff.
brown noser. Is that what
I am a board.
Oh, board member. You bring a different dynamic. Obviously, your authority is a threat to my friend Matt. That's okay. But other than that, in reality,
I have never threatened Matt.
no.
You've never had to.
You're
Your face doesn't-
intimidating.
I would never intimidate anybody.
Now,
Arms. Look at the arms. Yeah.
here's the arms.
No, that's because I know
But
my
he,
arms look
but he
better now.
is,
I've been working
he is,
out.
he is armed, so I can back
I
down. He
also
is
went
armed.
tanning last
How
night.
did you ever
Don't
go
I-
to the beach ball?
Oh my God.
Tanning.
Have you seen my beach ball? It's about this big around.
Your beach ball is gone, buddy.
Last time I saw it was over that way. I did. I went
Now
tanning.
He's a
who's
new
intimidated,
man.
right, Jim? Aren't you glad the desk is there?
No, I'm
We gotta
glad.
get this. See if we
It's
can get
good
this.
to have Jim
Zoom
here.
in on.
What? On the man?
Handbooks there.
The pets?
Yeah. It's
We're-
really distracting when you're talking to somebody. You start flexing your pecs.
You know, we used to call them years ago.
Hey guys,
there was
my
a
eyes are up
terminology.
here.
We used to call them Play-Dohs.
Play-Dohs.
Play-Dohs years
When our
ago.
kids got there.
Our kids got a little bit
It's funny
overweight.
I think we should bring that term back.
It's funny watching
Play-Dohs?
Rooster film people.
I know.
He totally breaks their personal bubble with that
Yeah.
camera.
I
He's
know,
just like,
but you-
so, what do you think?
Yeah, I know. It's like, do you want to talk or
And
what?
they're like this. You can see
I like
consciously.
I like
trying
how
not to-
Mrs. Rooster wants to be in but won't want to talk, so we just keep moving, you know.
So
just-
then this is the look you
better
get.
about
Do like you usually
Just
do.
don't.
So yeah, I
Yeah, you
was-
keep looking at the camera. It's still there, and you're still number 3.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, you
God,
bring a
family,
new dynamic to this operation, but
We
when
love
you
you, Jim.
when you leave, we're just
Even
left to
though
fend for
the sandwiches
ourselves
are
and
so hard.
speculate.
We want you here.
They didn't hear that. Good job.
Lone Jack is too far
Jim.
away.
I appreciate you.
Heavy
Don't-
Don't
duty.
listen to
Really
this.
does.
Don't listen to these guys. I do sound like a brown noser.
You
I realize
do.
that.
You do.
Defend that.
Bad.
You know,
seriously,
Jim
you're
is
coming
being
from the heart.
attacked
You're
today.
not. You're just doing your personality thing. What do you really feel like?
I love Jim. He. You know, I'm
He
serious.
never talks this way.
I never talk
This-
bad about Jim.
It's
Are
not
you
that
kidding
he's
me?
bashing you. It's just that he's not just going around defending you just because.
Well, we don't
He's
go around
neutral.
talking bad.
All right, so I have to point this out. That's one of those instances where, all right, so years ago, whenever Axe Fest was going on, and Jim was fairly new to the party, and my dad got a picture of Jim and said, "The rare sight, Jim does smile," you know. So Jay and I have been, Jay and I have been wearing him down over the years. So now he laughs.
He laughs quite a
smiles.
bit now.
Yes. Well, I mean, he has no choice.
Oh,
he has to.
This last Act Fest, did you hear what he was doing with Carrie when he was singing? he was in back behind me going, "Arr." And Pam's like,
I was in here playing that video.
Yeah, you were in here playing that. You know, he's like, "Arr." I'm like, I can't believe I'm
That's what Jim did that? Jim.
But
'Cause
he
Jim's
was-
probably watching right now. He usually always is. Him and his wife, Pam, lovely people.
But you know
I do
what?
sound like a brown noser, but I'm not. You guys know
No.
I'm not.
And Jim, I love you. Really, thanks for everything you've done for me and Rachel and are doing for Rich. And that's coming from right here, this heart right here.
Yeah.
So,
So we got a little bit more of this video to watch, and I'll try to find some other stuff to play tomorrow. But we're going to be talking about old memories.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a fun show.
So let's get back to the action here. This is continuing on from the conversation that was being had earlier, and Jim laughing and smiling. So let's do this.
About Jim.
True, nor do we don't. You got us on that.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
And
You
it's
gotta
only in
admit.
regards to his subpar sandwiches. But
It is the sandwich thing.
It's all about the sandwich.
Whether we like you or not is not the point. We want you around.
yeah,
What's your money for the sandwich?
3 or 4 or 5 Axe Fests ago. It's been a while. Dad,
I just told this story, but anyways, back to
Dad snapped a picture of Jim smiling,
Oh my god.
and he was like, "Jim does smile," but he has no choice but to smile around us. We force it out of him.
Yeah.
I think
That's
we force it
our
out of him.
intention every time you're around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, he's trying not to smile. See? It's hard not to smile whenever we're around. 'Cause
A lot of people would ask you this if they had the guts, but why are you so hard to get to know?
Well, if you get to know people, then you got a responsibility to them. And, you know, there's only so many people you can be responsible for in your lifetime, and you have to be very cautious in that regard. You know, if you're truly going to be a steward and really be helpful to other people, you have to focus on a smaller group of people. I mean, the larger the group, the less effective you are. Now, the goal is to have a whole bunch of people that you reach, but once you reach them, then you have to figure out who can service them, the John Wesley concept of stewardship, and who you can actually do. And really, I don't know if this is effective, but what did Jesus work with in the beginning? 12. And even that, you know, one of them doubted him the whole time, and the other one was a traitor. So, I mean, you just have to look at how you do that. And Acts Media Group started out really with that concept too, keeping it small, but reaching out to a whole thousands of people, and that's what Acts Ministry is all about, through various means, whether it's a subordinated ministry, whether it's, you know, Acts Media Group or whatever.
No way. It's time.
I just felt like playing this song. We'll play it a little bit on the. We'll play it in the background because it is about time. It's 8:38. So, and we'll be getting ready for our next show, which, as far as I know, there's going to be. Is Dana here? Did you see her?
I don't see her.
Anyways, we're gonna try and have those couple shows. If not, we'll have to play some classic episodes of something. But you know, yeah, be sure and tune in tomorrow as we, I guess, say goodbye for now.
It's our series finale.
It's a season, the season 6 finale. So, and we won't cut the show off like mid-sentence like they did on The Sopranos. Could you imagine
I
that?
hope not.
Could you imagine that?
We'll be right.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna be funny. We'll be right. There.
Yeah, we'll see you. It has to be like mid-sentence. I'm missing. Oh, here we are. So, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure and tune in next for a couple of shows. We should have Penny for Your Thoughts, followed by some stuff from Dana on Wisdom for Today. So
Okay.
until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Steve.
And this has been
The Morning Drive.